so hi, welcome to another video. My name is Ilse and this is the BTS book tag. So I decided to combine two of my favorite things in the entire world, and that's BTS and books. And before we begin with this video, I just want to say thank you so much to the new subscribers that just came in flooding from my previous video, which is me reacting to We Are Bulletproof the Eternal by BTS music video. And I'm pretty sure most of my new subscribers are ARMYs. So ARMYs, I love you so much. Like, you are the sweetest people ever. Like, I have no words to describe how much love I've received for that video, and just feeling the same emotions that I felt when watching and reacting to that video. I'm hoping that you stick around. I'm hoping that you enjoy the content that I make. I was very overwhelmed with how big the video blew up, because it has just never happened for me. And I've been kind of struggling with my content and like what people want to see, because I feel like this is gonna sound very sad, I just don't feel as important in the community. So I don't know, it's just how I'm thinking, and it's probably my anxiety really. But either way, thank you so much, and I hope that you stick around for a while. And yeah, so I'm gonna start with the video. Okay, great. Okay, so basically this tag was created by, I cannot remember her name, oh my god. I'm gonna leave the link down below. I am very bad at this, like, yeah. So I'm just gonna leave the link down below to the original video. And basically in the original video, or in this tag, you are given some prompts and you have to answer them with a book. So in this case, the BTS tag is basically with the members, and you're given a prompt and you need to decide like a character from that book that goes with that prompt. So I have never in my life actually thought about this, like sat down and thought about the prompts. Like I used to just sit down and film and just think on the spot. But with this one, I had to really think, because these prompts are like very not personal, but they're like very like into like each member, and I really wanted to like pick one that really went with that member, if that makes sense. I'm hoping I'm making sense, because if not, I'm so sorry. So first we're gonna go with the first member, which is the leader, Namjoon, or RM. And basically this question reads, a leader-like character who loves his friends and family. Now, I could have gone with a very like various answers here, but since I read this book just recently, I just kind of, I just wanted to bring him out, and he's like the new love of my life. So we're gonna go with James Herndale from Chain of Gold, which is part of the Last Hours trilogy from Cassandra Clare. Now, James Herndale is like the epitome of perfection, well, at least to me, in my eyes. But he is the son of Will and Tessa Herndale. So I feel like he has that like family bond because of how much his parents love each other, and he loves his sister, and then he loves his friends and the gang and everything. So I feel like he's like very leader-like Namjoon sort of thing. Like, he cares about everyone, and he kind of puts himself in the back burner sometimes because he wants everyone to be happy. So, and yeah, that's why I chose him basically. Like, I mean, what's not to love? James Herndale is amazing, and Namjoon is just chef's kiss. For the second question, we have Jin, a young person who is basically a 40-year-old dad, or loves to eat and make dad jokes. Now, for this one was very tricky, because that this basically means that he is like an older character, but in the inside he kind of is young, I guess you could say, or he's young but then he acts like an older person. I think that's what it meant. I'm so sorry, I'm not making sense. So basically for this question was really not that hard. I think the only person that I could actually think of was Simon Lewis from the Mortal Instruments series, because he's always like making like light jokes, and he's kind of mature for his age, but at the same time he's very funny and whatsoever. Like, he has a really quirky personality, and that's why I decided to pick him as my Jin in some way. Plus, I don't know if he loves to eat, but I'm pretty sure he does. Now, number 3, it's V, or Tae, and it says a multi-talented character since V can sing, dance, and act. Now, for this one was really hard, because I just didn't want to bring like one of those characters that everyone says. So I decided to go old school, back into my roots, I don't know why I keep doing that. I chose Rose Hathaway from the Vampire Academy series, mostly because I feel like her character just has like so much duality, if that makes sense. Like, she is a badass, kick-ass girl. She is very sensitive. She is a very good friend. She's also very like, she has very strong will, determination, and she's just overall kick-ass. Like, she just has everything, and she gives herself literally like her all, and that's why I picked her as a V or a Tay. Now for Jimin, it says a character who can go from super funny and adorable to incredibly charming in 1.2 seconds. Now for Jimin, I was thinking like, who could this be? Like, I have no idea. So for this one I picked Selena from the Throne of Glass series, because she is very girly. Like, she loves dresses. At least I think that I remember that she likes dresses. Like, she loves it, but at the same time she's very like badass. She can kick your ass. She's not afraid to say what she is thinking. So I feel like she could go like duality. Like, she could be sweet, but then she could be like, I'm gonna kill you. So yeah, that's why I picked Selena Sardokian. Then now question number 5 is Jungkook. It says a baby character who is underestimated. Now for this one was very hard, I would say, but I think I found one character, and I really love her character, especially because these books bring me a lot of comfort. So for this question, I chose Kitty Covey from To All the Boys I Loved Before, because she is the youngest sister of Lara Jean, and I feel like she's very, very smart for her age, and that's really it. That's why I chose her. And I think she's really like a young, I think Lara Jean really respects her as her younger sister, because I feel like she gives more feedback than she actually like other characters do because of family. But that's just me. So that's why I chose Kitty Covey for that prompt for Jungkook. Now question number 6 is J-Hope. It says a character that is bursting with energy and is always a good mood, literal sunshine. Now for this one was really hard, but I think at the same time the one that I could think of, like that I've read recently. For this one I chose Danica Fendir from House of Earth and Blood by Sarah J. Maas, because I feel like she was just the life of a party. Like, everyone around her was just happy, they were badass, they were just having a good time, and her best friend just, you know, they just really had this bond. And I feel like after everything that happened in this book, because a lot happened, I felt like she was just the sunshine of everything, and it just caused everyone to be like in this very dull time when all of this happened. I'm saying all of this because it would be spoiling you, so that's why I can't tell. But I chose Danica Fender as J-Hope. Now the next question is Suga. It says a character that seems hard on the outside, but it's easily super sensitive. Now for this one, we're gonna go back again to my roots, and I'm gonna choose Dimitri Velikov from Vampire Academy. Now Dimitri Velikov is one of those characters where when I read him, I was just like, he is amazing. He is basically the love interest from Vampire Academy, from Rose Hathaway, and he is Russian, and he has like this very tough job where he needs to protect the Moroi, or the royal vampires, and he has this very like hard outside, if that makes sense, but on the inside he's like very soft, and he's very sensitive, and he really cares about people, but he just doesn't show it because he has lost so many things in his life. So I feel like he is literally like that, like Suga. Like, he's strong on the outside and like all mean, but on the inside he's very soft. Now we're going into the other questions. Now this one goes into some albums. For example, this question is the Wings album, a book that you connected with on a spiritual level and you don't think you'll ever forget. Now for this one, there could be various answers. For example, I could pick The Mortal Instruments, because this is literally like the first series that, well, not the first series, it's basically the series that started it all for me. Because after I read this series, that's when I started reading actively, and very actively, because I think when I read this that year, I read about 150 books that year. So I could go with this, or I could go with Dumpling by Julie Murphy. Now, this one, I read it last year, and it was very, very moving, because it was like the first time that I was seeing myself in a book, because of all the insecurities about my body and how other people see me, and especially guys, and just knowing that there was someone out there that was feeling the same things, just felt like I connected with that character so much, and it just made everything so much more relatable, and it was just amazing. So I could go with Dumpling, or I could go with The Mortal Instruments, but those are the books that I just have that connection with. Again, representation matters. It matters. Then we have question number 9. This is another album. It says, the most beautiful moment in life, Young Forever album. A book that reminds you of your childhood. And you can't say Harry Potter. I'm not going to say Harry Potter because of reasons. And really wasn't that, like, I really didn't get into Harry Potter until like very, very later on. So I'm going to say Goosebumps, the Goosebumps series. I was very attached to the TV series of Goosebumps. And then I think I read 1 or 2 books from the actual series. But the one that I remember most is How I Got My Shrunken Head. For some reason, it's like, if I remember picking it up and going, I'm going to read this. And my mom was like, you're going to read? Like, what? So I remember this series, and I remember watching like very avidly the TV show. So every time, like, something from my childhood reminds me of that, which is kind of weird because it's supposed to be like scary and whatever. Then the next question, I think this is the final question for like the book things. And it says, Big Hit Entertainment, a book that isn't popular but you love and want other people to know about. Vampire Academy by Richelle Mead. I know this is not a new book. This series is not new, but I feel like people need to read Vampire Academy, because Vampire Academy is so good. It has female kick-ass badass characters. It also has like friendship, and it like the love, like there is obviously romance and like a love interest, but I feel like this story itself, it just goes beyond romance. I think it's more like finding yourself, finding your voice, and as well as protecting the people that you love and fighting for what you believe in. And I just love it. Like, Rose Hathaway is one of my favorite female characters in the entire world, and I feel like they did the movie very dirty, because that series is just, they should have done it right, and we didn't get that. Zoe Deutsch was amazing as Rose Hathaway. That's the only thing. No, actually, that's not the only good thing that they made. Danila Kozlovsky as Dimitri Velikov was amazing. Like, I am in love with that man. But either way, I'm going on tangent, but what I'm saying is that this series itself is so good, and I really wish people would read it or would pick it up more, especially because the vampire system is very different from like Twilight and their sparkles, but it's just so much better, like literally so much better. So I urge you to pick it up, or at least consider it. Now we're going to the rapid round. These are basically questions related to BTS. I think there are 10 questions. So first question is, who is your bias? Namjoon. No more questions. Then, who is your bias wrecker? As of when I started, it was Jimin, but then as of recently, Suga or Min Young-hee started going in there after the Dechita video. Like, my god. So yeah, so Jimin and Suga are like my bias wreckers right there, like together. Then we have, what is your favorite BTS song? Right now, my favorite, like, it's very difficult for me to choose a favorite song because they're all so good. But right now, like the ones that I'm like leaning towards or like listening a lot are, we are Bulletproof the Eternal, obviously, and it just makes you want to punch someone, and it's so good. Then we have, what is your favorite BTS music video, or what is your favorite choreography? Now, this was very hard because all their music videos are really, really good, and their choreography is like it's amazing. So I would say that my favorite video is Idol, but really, like, all the music videos are amazing. But I really love Idol. And then my favorite choreography is either Fire or Idol, because I've been trying to learn Idol and it's so hard, mostly because I have no coordination. That's why. Like, I know people I know people can learn it, but I'm just having a hard time. So then we have, how did you discover BTS? Now this is a very, 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 very long answer, but like I'm gonna try to shorten it. So basically I was watching Itaewon Class on Netflix, and then I heard a song in the background in like one of the scenes, and I really liked like how the song was like going, like it was like, this is so cute. And then I decided to look for the soundtrack after I finished with the whole show, and well, lo and behold, it's the song by V, by Tae, Sweet Night, and I listened to it over and over again. And then a friend of mine posted a video of them, I think it was like a James Corden show, and they were dancing to Boy With Love. And I was like, oh my god, like I knew who V was, I just didn't know the rest. So I was like, okay, so that I want the energy of V dancing in, I think it was slippers or something, because I cannot dance even on slippers. So I was like, I want to dance like that. And one of my friends was like, oh my god, are you ARMY? And I'm like, no. So they sent me like carpool karaoke and all their videos, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna watch them. And as soon as I started watching them, it just went from there. Like I started clicking, and the rest is history. And then I fell in love. Basically, that's it. I mean, that's the short version. There's obviously more, but yeah. Then we have, what is your favorite moment in a TV show or reality show? Or just your favorite video in general, blah, blah, blah. So I could say my favorite one is like BTS run episodes. They're just so funny and so fun. Like I love like how different in each episode they do different challenges. I think two of my favorite episodes as of right now is when they're doing like the whisper challenge, I think, and oh my god, Jimin, when he's like, when they're trying to, I think it was J-Hope, and J-Hope was whispering to Jimin carbonara, and Jimin's just like la chimolala, and it's hilarious. Like I just love it. Like, oh, so good.
까르보나라.
토니 몬타나?
오. 까르보나라.
라지 몬타나?
까르보나라.
라지볼라라.
Then there was another one where they're singing that tomato song, like when they fell asleep. Before falling asleep for 30 minutes, they listen to like this children rhyme song, and then they go to sleep for 30 minutes, and then they wake up and they need to sing it like properly, like without making a mistake. And oh my god, that's amazing. I actually made a TikTok about this because I just loved it.
5, 6, 7, 8.
빨간 옷을 입고 새콤달콤 향기 풍기는 멋쟁이 토마토 나는야 주스 될 거야 꿀꺽 나는야 케첩 될 거야 꿀꺽 나는.
And then there's also, I think, another one of my favorites is the Docu-Series that came out recently, because they were talking about how they have grown and all the obstacles that had to like go through to get to like where they are mentally. And it was just very like heart-wrenching, but at the same time really like, I don't know how to explain it, like it just felt really nice. And very emotional. Like I cried in every single episode because it was just that emotional. Then it says number 7, why do you love them? Because they make me happy. There's really no other reason. They make me happy, and they made me find that, not made me find, but they made me realize that I am enough, that I am beautiful, and that I am amazing. I'm still trying to love myself. But I'm getting there. I'm getting there. Next question is, do you have a BTS merchandise, or have you been to a BTS concert? No, I have not been to a BTS concert because I just like the Map of the Soul 7 tour was canceled or well postponed. So I wasn't aware that there was actually going to be like a tour coming up this year, but hopefully next year I'm going to be able to go to one. And does albums count? I have 4 albums. I have 2 versions of the Map of the Soul 7, have Persona, Map of the Soul Persona, and I have Love Answer, one of them. So I guess that counts. I skipped one. Okay, it says, which BTS album is your favorite? So I'm gonna say Love Yourself Answer, because this is the album that just spoke to my soul when I started listening to them. So this one, basically. What is your favorite live performance of BTS? Oh my god, this is very easy. The 2019 MMAs, I think it is, when they were singing, like, I think it's like 37-minute performance or 30-minute performance, and they were singing, I think when it got to Dionysus, I lost it. Like, that was amazing. Like, it really popped me up, and it's so good. So if you want to watch that, I'm gonna link it down below because it's amazing. Bonus, it says, which member do you think has the biggest difference in their personality and versus their stage presence? I'm gonna say Jimin and Suga, or Min Yoongi, because I feel like Jimin just goes from like really cute and sweet, but when he's performing, he just like turns into like this, like, guys, let's be honest, these are my two bias records. This is why I'm talking about them. Like, they just go like from like really cute and sweet, and then they go like really hard exterior. So I feel like they have like very, very, very nice duality, and especially Suga, because Suga is really like, he is really sweet, but when he starts rapping, my god, he transforms. Like, it's just like, you can see that they love what they do, not just them, but everyone. So it's very, very nice to see that, and I love them. So yeah, that's basically it. I'm done. Hopefully you stayed for this long, I'm hoping. So if you want to make this tag, please do. If you don't want to make a video about this and you just want to tell me some of your answers, please leave it down below, because I love talking to like fellow armies and other people about this, especially with books. And it would just be really nice to have a nice conversation about how book characters and BTS members kind of relate in some sense. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and again, thank you again for the new subscribers. Please give this video a like, and hopefully if you are a new person watching this video, hopefully you subscribe, and I'll see you guys in another video. Bye.